In the video called Define and Save Searches, we described how to define searches in ListBucket which filter records which you have previously imported into the application. In this video, we will demonstrate how to use a search which you have created to actually export email, phone, and address lists in ListBucket. If you have not watched the video called Define and Save Searches, it is recommended that you watch that video before watching this one. To begin, first, make sure you are in the Export module of ListBucket by clicking here, where it says Export. This will take you to a page where you can see all of the searches which have been created so far. To export a list, you can either create a new search and use it, or use an existing search. For the sake of brevity, instead of creating an entirely new search, we will use an existing search to export a list. To use an existing search to export a list, find the search which you want to use. Click on the radio button corresponding with that search, and then click on the Edit Search button at the bottom of the page. This will take you to the page which shows you the criteria you have previously entered for the search. If you want to filter the records by their date of use, you can enter that information in that section. Next, click on the Accept Search button and then the Generate and Export List button. This takes you to the page where you actually export a list. Here you can see the number of records which the search retrieved and which are available to be exported. However, you may not want to actually export all of the available records. You enter the number of records you want to export in the box where it says, Enter number of records to export. Then, you choose the date on which the exported list will be used. This date is used later when you want to filter records based on date of use. Also, you can choose the promotion for which these records will be used, although this is optional. Note that the bottom part of the page shows all of the search criteria which you selected. If at this point you decide that you want to change some of the search criteria before you export the list, you can click on the Back button, and this will take you back to the page which has all of the search criteria. Clicking on the Cancel button will take you back to the page which lists all of the searches without exporting a list. To export the list, click on the Export button. Note that if you were exporting a list from a newly created search, the search would be saved at this point. After clicking on the Export button, you will be presented with a link which you can use to download the list which was generated. The generated list will be in .csv format. Click on the link to download the generated list.